What is money? For most people, it's just paper or digits on a screen. But in reality, money is the most powerful invention in human history. A tool that controls nations, builds empires, and shapes our lives every day.
That governments have a right to declare something of no value to be money, and you must accept it. That's really the problem, and it's still the problem today.
Today, we will uncover the fascinating journey of money, how it became the world's most powerful piece of paper, and what that means for you. Long ago, humans didn't use money. They bartered, exchanging goods like food or tools directly. But this system had a big problem. What if you had rice but the person you wanted to trade with didn't want rice? The solution to this messy problem led to the creation of money, a universal medium of exchange. But here's the twist: the money we know today is built on trust, not value. And that trust is being shaken every day. To understand the power of money, let's look at its evolution. From gold coins to paper notes to digital currency, its transformation made it more efficient, but also more detached from reality. Imagine this. In 1971, the US dollar stopped being tied to gold. Since then,
I have directed the Secretary of the Treasury to take the action necessary to defend the dollar against the speculators. I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets.
Money has been just an idea, backed only by belief in government and banks. But who benefits from this system and who loses? To find answers, we need to step outside the ordinary world and question everything we have been taught about money. Why does inflation erode our savings? Why do some people struggle while others grow rich in the same system?
The biggest concern you hear from your clients at this point?
Number one is inflation. I think that people are consistently saying, look, this is an environment where, as we kind of look at the sort of...
The answers lie in understanding how money truly works. Not just a tool for buying things, but as a system of power and influence. What is money? For most people, it's just paper or digits on a screen. But here's the challenge. Most of us are trapped in the same cycle. We work hard, save money, and hope it's enough. Yet every year inflation eats away our savings and the wealth gap grows wider.
President-elect Donald Trump has promised to lower inflation.
Make America affordable again. We're going to make it affordable.
About the president has limited control over inflation.
Anything that affects the economy, how much people want to buy and how much people want to supply will affect inflation.
What if the system isn't broken? What if it's designed to work this way? The struggle to escape this cycle is what separates the rich from everyone else. At the height of this journey lies the harsh truth. Money is no longer about value. It's about control. Governments print trillions of dollars, creating debt and inflation that ordinary people must pay for.
Say they feel about this economy. Voters said they were upset about the cost of living, and that helped elect Donald Trump to a second term.
Extra unemployment, it's 2% of people who don't have jobs. And if you have extra inflation, it's 100% of people who see higher prices.
Meanwhile, those who understand the system, investors, entrepreneurs, use it to their advantage. If you don't adapt, you will fall behind.
Because of inflation in the 70s, the wife went to work. So now you had two incomes that were necessary to produce and buy the same goods and services. In the 90s, we stopped saving. The savings rate basically got down to zero because people were spending. They couldn't save in order to buy the same goods and services. Then we got to the last decade. The wife was already working. The savings were down to zero. They borrowed money. And so we've gone from two earners getting rid of our savings rate to borrowing money to keep pace with inflation.
This is the moment where everything seems lost, but there's hope. Here's the treasure. Money itself isn't power. Knowledge is. Well, the wealthy don't save money. They create value, invest, and build systems that work for them. The secret lies in understanding leverage, how to use your skills and money to create more value than you consume. This is how you can break free from the system. With this knowledge, you can start to see money not as a limitation, but as a tool. Imagine building something that pays you while you sleep, a business, investments, or even this beat if it's monetized. The possibilities are endless once you understand the rules of the game. Now it's time to return to the ordinary world. With a new perspective, you don't need to fear money or inflation anymore. Instead, you can learn to play the game smarter, creating opportunities for yourself and others. This journey isn't easy, but it's worth it. You will never look at money the same way again. It's no longer just a paper or numbers. It's a system you can master. And as you transform your understanding, you can transform your life. So, what's your next step? Start by learning one new skill that can make you money. Explore ways to invest, even if it's just a small amount. And most importantly, keep questioning the system and finding new ways to create value. Because the world is changing, and the people who understand money will shape the future. Also, you can look at the new AI stuff that's coming.